If you're a Darksaber fan that loves to spin your sabers, this one's definitely for you guys. Hey there Saber friends, welcome back to the Absolute Sabers channel. Thanks for joining us as always. Now before we get into it today, two things for you guys to do. Go ahead and make sure that you are hitting that subscribe button. Be first to know when our content goes live and stay up to date with all the latest videos, reviews, Saber news, and much more. While you're doing that, you may as well go and drop a follow on our TikTok and Instagram pages. We're very active on there also. Then you can really stay up to date with everything Absolute Sabers. But today we are checking out the brand new Darksaber SE, that Spin Edition, from our good friends over at Artsabers. Massive thank you and shout out to those guys for sending this in for us to take a look at for them. I will leave a link and a discount code in the description below should you wish to check this out, or anything else that they carry for that matter. Use our code, you will get a little 5% off discount on your entire order. For full transparency, we do also make a little bit of money from every order as well, so that we can continue to bring you guys videos such as this one. But today we are unboxing and taking a little look at the new Darksaber SE from Artsabers, like I said. This one started around about £130 all the way up to about £265, give or take. Comes in a few variants, baselit, SN Pixel Pro and Profi. It's also compatible with a couple different blades as well, so you can use your own traditional 1-inch NeoPixel blades, or the one that we will have, which I'll show you shortly, which is the flat Darksaber blade with the kind of 1-inch round PCB on it. So depending on what variant you want to go for, obviously it's going to cost you a bit more or a bit less. We have the SN Pixel Pro version with the flat blade, and that one has the 1-inch round PCB fitting on it. So I'll demonstrate also that blade and a regular NeoPixel blade as well after we've unboxed it. And this one is definitely aimed at you guys who like to, do tricks with your sabers, spin your sabers and whatnot. I'm not much of a saber spinner. I don't have the space, I don't have the backyard, the front yard to do that. I do like to learn bits and pieces here and there. In fact, I'll throw up a little clip just now of me spinning my Arcan saber last year in Orlando. My buddy Elvis, aka the Brodalorian, taught me the Obiani spin, so it's not very good. Don't judge me, please. But yeah, so definitely aimed towards you guys who like to trick and spin with your sabers. Like I mentioned, this is the SN4 Pro, or the SN Pro version that we have. It's our first SN Pro board or saber that we've had in. I will have a separate video coming on that very, very shortly. It is a fantastic, probably the best budget soundboard out there at the moment. Pretty much everything that Xeno was meant to be and didn't materialise into, but I digress. I'll have another video on this whole board, the app and everything, its capabilities, very, very shortly. Anyway, let's get to it. We'll head over and unbox this saber, put a little blade in it, do a little demo. I will show you with the flat blade and traditional round blade as well. Come back, give you all my opinions on the Darksaber SE from Artsabers. So here we are, folks. It comes in one of these lovely flight cases. We're used to these by now. These are produced by TXQ, so it is one of the slimline flight cases. 3 locks on it. Let's undo the last one. Starting with the accessories, obviously, first and foremost, your charging cable. Type C to USB-A charging cable. Then you get some of the lovely Artsabers branded gloves. This one isn't particularly a fingerprint magnet, but if you like to use the gloves, then feel free. Obviously, you've got your blade plug, non-NeoPixel blade plug, generic blade plug, obviously. And on this side, got some documentation, so claim your free saber accessory and win a NeoPixel lightsaber, artsabers.com. Send us a review video to get free accessories, blade plugs, cover tech clips, stands, etc. and some cases for your lightsabers. You can send your review video to reviews@artsabers.com. You can also submit a review through email you receive from us. Best review will win you a lightsaber. So it's just something Artsabers do, guys. If you want to review it, send it in to them, and they'll put you into a draw for some free goodies. Product manual as well. Oh, nice manual actually. Artsabers, got some of the sabers on the front there that they supply. Their website, all of their social media handles too. Just tells you about basic operation of the lightsaber. Etc, etc. A little tool pack, so some grub screws, some Allen keys, some extra screws and whatnot for keeping the shroud on. We get the display stand with a little plaque, so the Mandalorian, high-end collector's edition, Artsabers logo there. And obviously you're going to have your display stand in here as well. Being TXQ, in my opinion, you do get the better display stands. Very, very easy to assemble. And we have our blade obviously as well, so being the Darksaber SE of the Spin Edition, it doesn't have that flat PCB, it does have a round PCB. And your usual kind of Darksaber style blade. The last Darksaber I had in was an XSL GT one. One of the first tests I did was the blade bend test. This one, as you can see, it does have considerable flex in it. I don't actually have the Nexus one for comparison with me just now, so apologies, but you can go back and check the video out on the channel. That one was very, very hard to flex, this one's quite flexible. So being a Darksaber SE, SE standing for Spin Edition, that might be a concern, I don't know. Then the main event, this lovely Artsabers kind of, is it velvet kind of bag? I don't know, I really like the material on them. Double wrapped, and as you can see we have got the SNV4 Pro version. So this is the first SNV4 Pro that we've had in. I will make a separate video on the SNV4 Pro as a soundboard. Spoiler, very impressed. But this is your Darksaber SE, so as you can tell, rounded, not flat. So a lot more comfort. One button. The belt hook here as well. Down here, pixel PCB, lit pixel PCB. Now, I have been told that this Saber sometimes does come unassembled from the rest of the Saber. Not to worry. All you do is remove these two screws here, 1, 2. This whole shroud slides off. Take your Saber, slide it over. There's a couple of holes. There's a hole on this side and a hole on this side. And you've got some longer, smaller grub screws. You just pop in and tighten it down. Replace the shroud. Put your two screws back in. Mine came obviously with this intact, but if you have to assemble it, that's how you assemble it. If you do pick one of these up and you're struggling, just let me know. But no, it's very, very comfortable. Very, very comfortable to hold. Obviously it's rounded. All black, so there's no kind of gun metallic detailing on it or anything like that. But it's very, very comfortable to hold. One button as well, board access, just unscrew the grip. And there's your SNV4 Pro board. Battery on the other side. USB-C charging. And obviously your speaker. One retention screw at the back, so if you do have to take the chassis out for whatever reason, just pop that out. Pop that down, pull the full chassis out. Pretty standard stuff. Turn it on, you just hold the button down. Power on. Being SNV4 Pro, you do have the Force Park V2 app, which again I will do a full review on the board and all its capabilities. Far superior to SNV4, the original SNV4. In my opinion, far superior to 0V3 as well. You do a lot with this. Smooth swing is very nice on it. Accent swings. Blasters. Oh, you're clashing as well. Lock up. Yeah, first impressions really nice. It's very comfortable. Super on this, a little bit loose, probably needs tightened up just here and here with these screws, but yeah, plenty of blade retention points as well, so you've got 2 on the back here. There's already 1 in there actually, so they've probably tested this out at the factory, which is a good sign, and 2 in the front as well, so you've got 4 blade retention points. So if you're a Darksaber fan, you want to get one of these for spinning, then obviously you've got some good blade retention there. Like I said, the only concern I may have would be with the blade. It's quite flexible. That might help with spinning. I don't actually know. I'm not much of a saber spinner myself. I probably need to ask my buddy Tucker more about that, to be honest. But yeah, overall though, the hilt itself very nice, very comfortable. So why don't we go and put a blade in it, give it a little swing about, and we'll come back. I'll give you my final thoughts on the Darksaber SE from Artsabers. So obviously with the Darksaber SE, you are going to get a bunch of character sound fonts on this as well as built-in blade styles, pre-ons. The awesome thing about SN4 Pro is with the Bluetooth app, you can actually add and remove blade styles to there's a public library. I will go over that in a separate video and a full SN4 Pro review. So let's fire up. So obviously you do get a Darksaber font as standard on this. The thing I was talking about earlier on was the blade wobble. You can see it a bit more now. It is quite a wobbly blade. Now whether that's going to help if you're actually using this for spinning or little tricks here and there, I don't know. I've probably got the blade in backwards as well, I have no idea. It does feel very sturdy, to be honest though. You're just gonna... There's no residual wobble or anything from it. Saber itself sounds very good. The audio is very clear, very crisp. And being SN4 Pro, you can add custom sound fonts onto it from the likes of Kyberphonic, Ksith, and other sound font providers as well. Accent swings. Your lockup. Yeah, no, it's very comfortable. Typical Darksaber though, with the flat blade can make the hilt overall very top heavy. Yeah, the flat blade makes it very top heavy, makes it quite uncomfortable as well. Maybe I'm just not used to spinning sabers, I don't know, but overall though, the hilt feels very good, it sounds very good as well. The sound is very nice. Sounds very good. I might have a new favourite budget soundboard, to be honest. Smooth swing. definitely better than Xeno. See again though, that blade, that needs to improve. TXQ, the manufacturer, have had a lot of improvements over the last couple of years, but that needs to improve big time. Okay, so I've popped a regular 1-inch diameter typical NeoPixel blade into this now, and I've actually tightened up that screw, but it was just the screws, so there's literally no movement in that now at all, so maybe my bad. However, let's try this with the NeoPixel blade now, the regular NeoPixel blade. That feels so much better already. Yeah. That feels so much better already. The hilt feels a lot more finely balanced than it does with the flat blade. This is a 32, I think this is. It could be a 28. I think it's a 32 inch size blade, but it feels a lot better in the hand already. Oh, the Butcher, it's a Revan one. Yeah. It just feels... It just feels a lot better with a regular, traditional NeoPixel blade, I'm not going to lie. So, yeah, no, my recommendation, if you're going to pick one of these up, go with the regular blade option, don't go with the flat blade, unless you really want the flat blade. My opinion is the regular NeoPixel one just makes it a lot more finely balanced. And obviously you can see now, there's no wobble, there's no flex obviously, so for spinning, a lot safer. Would that one come flying out? I have no idea. Would it snap? I really don't know, but I wouldn't like to find out. So if you're going to get one of these for spinning, definitely grab the regular NeoPixel blade. If you're just looking for a cheap option on a Darksaber, grab the flat blade. Nothing wrong with it, in that respect at least. Yeah. Yeah, regular NeoPixel blade for the win for me. So, let's head back, give you my final thoughts on Darksaber SE from our friends at Artsabers. So we have it, folks. That was the Darksaber SE from Artsabers. I like this one. I do like this one, and I'm not a saber spinner. I'm not a trickster, at least not yet. Maybe when I have my own backyard, more room, more space, then I can start to learn more stuff. As it is right now, it's just not me. But I do like this one. I like the market that it's aimed at, right? I like the fact that it stays as true to form as possible, while making concessions for those people who need a bit more, better grip. The flat blade for me, it's quite flimsy. Maybe flimsy is the wrong word, but it's very, very bendy. I wouldn't want to spin with that personally. I'll reach out and speak to some other friends who do like to, spin their sabers, maybe, Marley, Tuca and whatnot. But yeah, personally, if it was me, if I'm using this to, to spin or to do some tricks, I'm using a traditional round blade, just for that extra security. It just bent far too easily in the hand. The previous Darksaber we had was a couple of years ago. That was a Nexus version, and that blade was absolutely solid. I wish I had it to hand for comparison. It's actually in a cupboard somewhere in a saber case. But that one I remember was absolutely solid. This one, it's far too easy to bend, so you know, my worry is with that one, if you are spinning it about quite heavily, it might snap. I don't know. I'm only theorizing. So, you know, take nothing away from, you know, the Saber in general. Just that part, for me, if they made the blade a bit more sturdy, then I could say, yeah, hell yeah, all day long. But like I said, you can choose the round blade, you can choose the flat blade at time of purchase as well. So if you've got NeoPixel flat blades, or if you opt for the baselit one, if you've got them, not an issue at all. You can just use one of those. I personally I would not use the flat blade for doing that type of stuff with it. In terms of the Saber though, it's comfortable, one button, simple, you know, to get into the battery to charge it as well. You know, USB-C right there. It sounds good, it feels good in the hand. Plenty points, 2 on the front, 2 on the back to secure your blade. Yeah, I mean, it's really one of those ones where it comes for me as well as a bit of a blank canvas. So if someone wanted to, you know, take some sandpaper and start scuffing that surface up and taking the sealant off of there and maybe, you know, apply some paint and reseal it for themselves, they could completely do that too as well. So yeah, for the money, I would highly recommend this if it's up your street, especially the SM Pro. I've been having a lot of fun with this SM Pro board. I will have a separate video on this very, very, very shortly. This one is just for the hilt. But yeah, pros and cons. Really and truly, apart from the blade, the flat blade, nothing. The Sabers a little bit, tiny little bit, kind of rattly. It might need tightened up. I don't know. It's solid. It really, really is a solid piece. Even comes with the belt hanger as well on there. It's got a nice weight to it. It's comfortable because it's rounded and not flat like the Darksaber usually is. It's really, really comfortable, and I do like it. For what this is, it gets a solid 8. A solid 8 out of 10 for me, and for what it is. Would I've liked to see some kind of contrasting colours on it, perhaps, but then it would drive the price up. The point is for it to be cheaper, as cheap as possible. The whole thing is absolutely solid. I really do like this for what it is. So once again, a massive shout out and thank you to Artsabers for sending that over for us to review. Like I said at the top of the video, we will leave a link and discount code in the description for you guys to check it out. Whether it's the Darksaber, anything else at all that they carry, like I said, you will get a discount off your entire order. And we do get a little kickback as well. It isn't an awful lot, but just for transparency, we do get a little bit of commission just to feed back into the channel and keep the content flowing for you guys. Anyway, that's it for this one. Make sure you like the video, drop your comments and thoughts down below. Any questions, always welcome. I will always endeavour to get back to every single one of you. Until next time though, may the Force be with you all.